Dia Vicarja. Hello everyone. Greetings to you all in Minnesota from the Irish Consulate to the Midwest, based here in Chicago. I'm very grateful to the organisers of the St. Patrick's Day Parade in St. Paul for the opportunity to share the best wishes for St. Patrick's Day from the Consulate and the Irish Government. That I'm speaking to you via video message as part of an online celebration is a sign of the strange times we find ourselves in. It's hard to imagine that we are marking our second St. Patrick's Day of this ongoing pandemic. I know we'd all hoped we would be able to be back together again for St. Patrick's Day 2021, celebrating as we always have. But we in the Consulate have to commend you on your innovation in organising what might be the first ever Irish masquerade, a St. Patrick's Day drive-through celebration. It's been a difficult period this year, with impacts felt in so many parts of our lives. I know many of you with family at home in Ireland or overseas have had to cancel trips back for the holidays or have missed special occasions. Distance is a constant presence for immigrants or those with immigrant heritage. There is a resonance that Ireland's National Day is named for a man, St. Patrick, who was himself an immigrant and experienced the challenges faced by so many of our ancestors that left home in search of opportunity. For many Irish women and Irish men, the US was that place where they sought and found that opportunity. In their stories, in the stories of so many of your parents or grandparents or great-grandparents, in those stories of hard work and of service, we see parallels with this past year. There's been challenge, of course, but there has been solidarity and compassion, and there's a renewed appreciation in the contribution of our frontline workers, of those people that build and sustain community, professions that so many Irish immigrants and their descendants have filled for generations. It's thanks to their legacy, of which we're all part, that in March, American towns and villages go green and are filled with the sights and sounds of Irish music and dance.
And while we cannot celebrate as we normally would, it does not mean that we do not have much to celebrate. St. Patrick's Day is a celebration of family, to pass on traditions long held or to create new ones, to connect with those back home or around the country with whom you share memories of Ireland, and to make plans for your next or your first trip back. St. Patrick's Day is a celebration of community, a time of year to renew friendships, to make new connections, to share your Irish heritage and culture with friends, neighbours and co-workers. I've been lucky enough to experience St. Patrick's Day in the States before, and I'm always struck by the welcome and the embrace of the festivities. How it is a celebration not just for those with Irish heritage, but for the whole community. St. Patrick's Day is a celebration of connection between Ireland and the Irish overseas, those Irish women and Irish men who, in the words of Yeats, have gone about the world like wind. It's a celebration of the connection between Ireland and the US, and its vibrant connection, with ties of community and culture, of which there's no better example than the St. Paul's St. Patrick's Day Parade, ties of business and commerce, with over 800 Irish companies supporting 110,000 jobs right across the US, with some 25,000 here in the Midwest, and people-to-people ties. Before the pandemic, in 2019, over 2 million Americans visited Ireland, each getting the customary Céad Míle Fáilte or 100,000 welcomes.
St. Patrick's Day is also an opportunity to reflect the success of Ireland's independence, now almost 100 years old. We have proudly taken our place among the nations of the world and are dedicated to making our distinctive contribution to the international community. Ireland is proud to serve as a member of the United Nations Security Council in 2021-2022. Our election reflects Ireland's continuing engagement on issues of international importance and the esteem with which Ireland is held among the nations. Ireland's successes and achievements are something in which Irish America can take pride, for the modern, innovative, open, creative Ireland is one that owes so much to the partnership and support of the US and Irish America throughout the generations. So despite the fact that we're not celebrating as we would like, let's not forget that there is much to celebrate and be thankful for. Let me close this message with a hope that it will not be too long before we can welcome you back to Ireland with our traditional warm hospitality and beautiful scenery. Lá éile Pádraig Sona agus sa bhfolta díobh go léir. Have a very happy St. Patrick's Day.